everybody, welcome to the video, welcome to American Truck Simulator, and welcome to the 1.31 public update here for ATS from SES Software. So the one thing I'll say is it's a pretty nice little update. Now, most of everything that you get with them is free, minus big trailer packs, add-ons, say the high power pack, any of the big heavy stuff. We've got a couple of things on the front here with ATS as well. We've got Oregon mapping, just you know, kind of released some sketch images a couple of months ago, so that's really cool to see that. So we may see 1.31 go final with Oregon, which will probably be a payware DLC. Also on that, you know, we've had lots of trailer package, and we're also looking at the heavy transport stuff, which they are actively working on as well. It just came out for ETS, so there's a lot of things on the front here for ATS, so I'm kind of excited about all that. But let's break into 1.31. We're going to do a couple things today. I wanted to go ahead and look at our new load. Let's look at the new cables. Let's look at the hoses. Let's talk just a little bit about mods, what to expect whenever there's an update, just in my experience of just how things have always worked. And then also, let's go ahead and let's drive the 120. It's not very long, but it's a beautiful trip. We'll take a few chances just to kind of stop, get the camera outside of the truck. We'll kind of just have a look around at the mapping. It's absolutely gorgeous and beautiful. So here is our first edition here. Now, this is the Freightliner FLD, if you're noticing. It is not any of the standard SES trucks, which most of them have not updated, although a couple of them on the external mod sites have given some type of a a quick fix to get you into the 1.31 public update. So if your favorite vehicles like the 389, the FLB from Harvin, the FLD, any of those trucks, they're all working inside of 1.31. You just have to get them outside of Steam. It may be that they've uploaded that to Steam, but maybe Steam wants to make sure that this goes out of public beta into a new active version. Then they'll start supporting the mods and stuff for that, as instead of beta fixes, they will be the new running versions of whatever modification you're trying to subscribe to there through the Steam Workshop. So with that being said, one of the new loads they brought in here was the double belly dumper. So we've got double pups on this, steerable axle in the front of both of these. Well, I should say in steering the one instead of both axles. But yeah, so standard axles in the back, and you've got the steering axle as well there on the front of this other secondary pup trailer. But you get a couple different variants of this. You get a longer version that has a drop, kind of a tag axle that we see more than likely we see on like cement trucks, mixers and stuff, where they'll fold off the back. So it's kind of a wheel set that sits off to the back, almost kind of like like a little bit of a dolly trailer on the backside. And then we've also got the hoses as well between the two pups. Now, we do have the two pups as a variation. We've got a long one, and I think just the pup trailer by itself. So it basically looks like this right here without the pup on the back. So not huge trailers, not anything, but it is a cool construction trailer, which I do like. I do like the construction stuff on here more than I do the box trailers. So you see it's the FLD, I should say. It's a beautiful truck, beautiful mods. We got the beautiful 120 here, so let's look really quickly at mapping. I'll show you kind of where we're at. So we've got the gas station here in the rest area. Now this all takes place right before, like, the gate is somewhere right around in here. Now you've got a couple of nice little pull-offs here that allow you some a great opportunity to grab a nice screenshot on this. There's another one there. So you can see it goes all the way down to the 395. So somewhere in here there's an exit gate and an entry gate. Now they don't really allow you during the hours of the day to be able to pull commercial truck commercial trucking products through here, as well as there is a limit on the size of trailer that you can pull through as well, which I think is 45 foot. So pretty much all of your shorter stuff is going to be okay, but it's going to fine you a fairly decent amount of money if you break that rule. We are, just because we've got to put everything in the same video, right? So let's exit out. Let's go ahead. Let's hop up into the truck here. And let's crank her up. And I'm also going to go through a little bit here and get this mic just a little bit out of the way here. Also going to go a little bit here in just our initial setup here to show you a little bit of what I got here. So we got the G29, if you guys don't know, and then we got G29 shifter, as well as SKRS shifters from A+B and it does have range here on the side, a rocker switch, and it's got a rocker switch on the back side here that does your high-low. So down and down is one low, so we'll go ahead, push clutch in, throw it in, and let's get ready to rock and roll. Now I'm going to pull some of these things off the map here, just so you guys can really see the full, we kind of see the full glory of all this. It just really is nice. Really is nice. There you go. Vehicles over 45 foot prohibited. Ah, well, we'll be okay. Because once we get there, we can't turn around, right? All right, so let's take a peek here at our back cables here. See these things stretch out and turn, all that good stuff. Very nice. So it's not anything that's hugely complicated. Oh, well, I mean, it probably is to them. Some people look at that and say, meh, not a big deal. And maybe it's not. But it's a new, free, more kind of a settle into the realism of driving a truck. That's something you're going to see. See, your trailer cables back there are going to be, you know. So that'll be something else, too, that the modders have to do. Some modders will have to go back through their individual trailers and kind of square all that up. Get the trailer hookups and the points all at the right point, and then that kind of default stuff in there itself will all take shape. So the SES puts that plug in there, then everybody else can use it. So that's a good thing about a company that takes a little extra initiative to provide some tools there for modders to be able to really make what they do better. So it's awesome. All right, so I'm even going to hide myself. I know this doesn't happen all the time, so let's enjoy this view. I am going to go ahead and get on top of the roof here. You kind of see off to the side there, we got a lot of really nice valleys and just all kinds of cool stuff. Now, you'll see here on the left, especially through this whole entire hairpin area here, everything is really, really, really nice and rocky. You can actually tell where they've actually done the blasting, pulled, whether this is granite or whatever's here in Yosemite, this is the natural rock, and they shoot it maybe limestone. But anyway, pulls all of this stuff away where they put the road and stuff in. So it's really awesome to see this level of detail in the map, especially for you know, stock stuff. It's a nice incline, it's not ridiculous. Outlooks up here. Go ahead and pull in here and see what's going on. See how those trailers, it's so nice, it's so smooth. Don't get all bound up on one another. Sometimes it is, you know, it's about simple things. All right, so we'll set our air brake there. Whoops. There we go. All right, now let's go ahead and let's just zet around here. Kind of see, I guess back through here, we'll do a little minor fly through. You can see just the sizing of the map, see how things look here from a more of a sky view. It's got a very expansive viewpoint. So especially if you've got an up-end, higher-end computer like myself, you know, you've actually got quite a bit of viewing distance, a lot of detail before things get kind of generic in the background, just because you don't need all of that, just really hogs up resources. Because typically you can see, you know, within 50 to 60 yards at best of your truck, and you can kind of see some things that are above the tree lines. But for the most part, you know, you're kind of seeing, if anything, within just 15, 20 yards of yourself in first person. So Got all the nice little trails and whatnot. So I don't know. It's just good. I like simple stuff like this, but that is a very, very, very nice kind of addition into a nice little cool little area to drive into. I wish it was longer, but you know, a little bit's better than nothing, right? So we'll continue on here. I don't know why I got 2 GPSs in here. Alright, so we'll check let this truck he's going. Just lollygagging through here, eh? Come on now. He's crawling. Alright, we get a good look here at these trailer cables again. It's got a nice little ascent part in there. It's not too bad. We're kind of in the lower gears here, but nice little wooded areas. Got that rock area. There's no real kind of like desert areas like I think we kind of maybe had more of those in the Project West. So if you're familiar with the Project West, it kind of is the way it did updates, the way it did. It's different maps that came out from it. They did the 99, which was the road right beside, which leads down to Fresno from the north, and then also doing the 120. And I think they did some around Tonopah, Vegas. There were some other little accent areas that they kind of messed with and done some training on. But that's the only other one really I think that's ever tackled Yosemite. It was kind of a key feature of something they did. Now, me personally, I kind of probably would say I like that one better, but I've never been to Yosemite, so I'm not sure on the realism scale how close Project West got it, and whether or not it was a little more extreme than say maybe it really is in real life. But I know from just looking at this one, it's a very nice, smooth, easy to deliver ride. We got a really nice little kind of a subsection coming up right here. It's very, very good. So, you guys, stay tuned for this one. Nice little area. Good look there on the trailer. It's a pretty trailer. It's well modeled. The doors, I'm sure it's optimized like crazy. The wheels are beautiful on it. Got a nice shine to it. All the lights and stuff will look good and work on it like they should. Here is our beautiful little lake area down here. So I'm actually going to, let's do this. I'm going to kind of pull off right here. Let's just go ahead and zip up. Now let's just kind of zip around here, around the water. Water plane on this thing, ATS and ETS water is just absolutely gorgeous. So you'll kind of see as we get up here in just a little bit, you'll see how most of the time the road snakes right in all this wonderful rock. And I'm going to go off a venture to say some of this is probably granite. Some of this may be some limestone as well, kind of all thrown in there, upwards there to our next rest stop. So very cool little secondary area here with all this water and all the lakes and stuff around it. So, I don't know, just another one of those areas. Just looks good. Kind of turn off this way, that way we can see in cab what it looks like. Nice little roads. You can see pull it off and gate it off there. That I guess, you know, could be could be somebody potentially with maybe campsites or something down there. It's kind of cool. Nice generous speed limit of 45. Of course, we'll just keep around 35. Fast enough for this double load through here. Go too fast, we'll miss it all. That's a good shot there right in between the stacks. That's beautiful. Beautiful road, beautiful textures. Now we're just kind of getting into sunset here, so you're getting a lot of nice coloration and nice colorations here in the map itself and this particular rebuild. It's kind of ironic. I mean, once you get off this particular part and get past the rocks and the water and, you know, all that nice, it's kind of like it returns back to, you know, oh, here we go again. Because you can actually see right here where it goes back. It goes back to the regular. Right there's the stitch. So from now, you're kind of back into the regular what we kind of always have known as regular ATS. So we'll go ahead and finish down our little ride here towards 395. We'll go ahead and do a little recap as well as we drive here. We'll got our retarders on just a little bit, make sure our lights are up. So I guess as we kind of continue and finish off our drive here, one thing to kind of just note is just make sure, give you modders a chance to get some new updates in. Give them a chance to just get the new stuff together, get the new trailers, the hoses, get all of that stuff hooked up. It will take them a little while, and probably most of them will wait until things are actually back to the actual active version of ATS. So give them that. Most of your modded trailers are probably not going to work unless you just choose not to see any of the new, you know, any of the new features, which I think are turned. You can turn them off there in the. Well, you can turn them off there in the options. If someone's got a direct answer to that, leave me a comment. Let me know just so I can pin that. I'm all for information when it comes to these things. If you guys got info on some of this stuff, or even a small correction, be polite, be respectful, let me know, and I'll make sure that those comments get pinned to the top so other people can find and get the exact information that they need. So here we are coming down to the 395, I believe. So this is runs north and south, connects us down to Vegas. This road right here is where you can see we've got the little airport. You can even see the planes flying around. Now, I don't have any other mods in, so I obviously this is SCS, but I don't know that I've ever seen this, or whether or not it's, I don't want to say real, whether or not it's you know, something that's been there the whole time. So boy, dark sure did settle in fast. I think we hit that one right on the money. But oh, forgot about that. But I will say this, let's get out here just to the main road here. Let's see if I can pull off here to the main side here. And you see that skyline there's ridiculously gorgeous. And then it gets really dark. Sad over here. Oh, anyway, there we go. So we are back. So just remember, give those modders a chance to get some things done. Give them a chance to get some of those trailers done. We'll go ahead and go back to me. So what's up there? We're back. So anyway, as the moon settles, comes up here, we're going to go ahead and end this one. It was a great sunset trip there through the 123 Yosemite National Park here with the brand new 1.3 update. So if you guys enjoyed the video, relatively short, quick to the point, which is what I wanted to do. So I will do some more of these. You guys seem to like the 359 we did there from RTA Mods. I can do one here on the FLD, as well as a few of these other truck mods that I've been looking at, and some that we may we'll get some lights on. There we go. I feel like everything got really dark. Wow, really quick. Okay, so we're going to do that as well. Now, one other thing I want to throw out there. Console got an update. I almost forgot here. Console got a big update. So now everything's really nice and clean, and it's even scrollable, so you can come up here and scroll through your console list of errors, warning of different things and whatnot. there's some little reefer load that I've got in here that's already got some issues on it, which may be just one of those, you know, it's just not up to date, and I've got it in there. It didn't crash the game, but it keeps throwing up some little funky stuff here and there. But anyway, there you go. So that's a good little one and done there of this one. So I enjoy this. Go ahead, and I implore you, go ahead and hit up into the 1.31 update. Go ahead, and if you run into any kind of issues, go ahead and let SES know in their forums and stuff if you run any kind of things that, but also if you are running into issues but you want to kind of see whether or not these things are working themselves out and make sure they know them, go visit them on the SES forums, let them know what's up, and then do some research of your own there to find out, hey, is someone else has this problem? Is there a quick workaround? Well, I've got a certain mod. Does this mod work? Is certain maps work? Stuff like Project West and a lot of those roads and a lot of the area ones. Make sure that the stitching of those roads together doesn't coincide with what SES has just recently done here with Yosemite National Park. So other than that, that's it, guys. I appreciate it. Come join me here in a live stream. And we just stayed out of the Popo's way there. But come join me there in a live stream. Come say hey. We will be taking out the Freightliner FLD, FLB, which is the cab over freight shaker. We'll be taking both of those out here really soon because they've both got updates, as well as looking at the 389. And then there's a couple of other options that I'm trying to get as well. So once some trailers get updated, we get some things going here, we're going to be able to utilize all the wonderful stuff here in the 1.31 public beta. Hopefully that they'll have that thing active runtime as well. Stay tuned for Oregon news. So once we hear some drops on some Oregon news, we'll be the first here to hopefully be able to bring that to you. And a few other things. The heavy haul transport there for ATS is another one that's going to be coming in as well. So make sure that you are on the up and up in that. Make sure that you know that that's coming up. That should be something really, really, really nice to kind of see come up. So anyway, that's all for me, guys. I appreciate it. I guess I'll see y'all here in the next video. Remember, keep it here in between the lines. Don't fall into water in Yosemite. Don't fall off the cliff, and we should be okay. Just make sure you keep it between those lines, and we'll see you here on the next video or live stream, whichever. Come in, come say hey. Life's a journey. Travel it well. We'll see you guys.